working in there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm already, yeah. Okay, I already got one of those going, actually. Got some renos to do. We'll just... Who owns the team now? Welcome inside Elks Field in Brooks, Alberta for another night of Western Canadian Baseball League action live on the Flow Sports Network. It's Tuesday night baseball as the hometown Brooks Bombers get set to take on the Sylvan Lake Gulls. The Gulls come in at 20-12, sitting third in the West Division and very much in the thick of the playoff race. The Bombers, meanwhile, are 10-21 on the outside, looking in and looking to make something happen here at home. It's a beautiful night for baseball, warm, dry, and just enough wind to make things interesting. That wind's blowing out tonight, and with Elks Field being one of the smallest ballparks in the league, don't be surprised if we see a few balls leave the yard. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups first for the visiting Sylvan Lake Gulls. Batting first, the shortstop, Tai Yakamoto. And batting second, the third baseman, Jaden Flores. Batting third, the first baseman, Bryce Turner. Batting cleanup, Brock Tiarina, the DH. Batting fifth, Michael Quick, the right fielder. And batting sixth, Junior Garcia at catcher tonight. Batting seventh, Rowan O'Connor at second. And batting eighth, the left fielder, Aiden Macaris. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Kyle Lewis. And tonight's starting pitcher for the Sylvan Lake Gulls is Kai Rempel. Now the starting lineup for the Brooks Bombers. Batting first, the right fielder, Ben Fischel. In center field tonight, batting second, Peyton Matthews. Batting third, the DH, Troy Morrow, and batting cleanup, the first baseman, Christian Altamirano. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Maddox Shaver, and at third tonight, batting sixth, Seth Recker. CJ Snowden's in left field tonight, batting seventh, and batting eighth, AJ Hurtado at catcher. And batting ninth, tonight's shortstop for the Bombers, Tyler Dorn. And the starting pitcher for the Bombers, Parker King. We're just about ready for some baseball here this Tuesday evening. The manager's currently on the mound, on the home plate, meeting with the umps, going over their starting lineups.
Batting fifth and playing right field, number 44, Michael Quick. Batting sixth and catching, number 35.
We're just about ready for the national anthem here tonight. So let's head over for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Left field, number 24, Aiden Macaris. And batting ninth and playing center field, number 42, Kyle Lewis. Today's Sylvan Lake Gulls starting pitcher will be number 37, Kai Reppel. Here is today's Brooks Bombers starting lineup and batting order. Leading off and playing in right field, number 24, Ben Bishop. Batting second, playing center field, number 2, Aiden Matthews. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 26, Troy Morrow. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 3, Christian Altamirano. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 20, Maddox Shaver. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 10, Seth Recker. Batting seventh, playing left field, number 4, CJ Snowden. Batting eighth and catching, number 9, AJ Hurtado. Batting ninth, playing shortstop, number 1, Tyler Dorn. And today's Bombers starting pitcher, number 32, Parker King. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are able, we ask you now to please rise, remove your headwear, and we invite you to join Leslie Deep in the singing of O Canada.
We're back in about ready for first pitch. Parker King getting ready on the mound there as the leadoff hitter for the Gulls. Tai Yakimoto waits on deck to kick things off for his Gulls. Parker King out of Orange Coast College from Anaheim, California, having a fine start to the season. An 0-2 record, but a 5.68 ERA in a hitters-friendly league. That's a great ERA for the Western Canadian Baseball League. And 4 games started so far. He's pitched in 19 innings, has 19 strikeouts. He's got that great put-out stuff. As the catcher, A.J. Hurtado, throws it down, and that'll bring up Yakimoto to kick things off. Yakimoto's 6th game of the season. He's batting .333 so far. He's got 2 doubles in just those 5 games. And the first pitch is in for a strike, and we're underway here in Elks Field. Parker King working very quickly as he throws that down for a ball. It's 1-1. That's just low, 2-1. Parker King, as I mentioned, working very quickly on the mound. He gets the ball and just gets set and throws that next pitch as Yakimoto grounds that to first. Altamirano's just going to take it to the bag himself. It was a close play there at first, closer than he wanted, but Altamirano beats him out for the first out of the ball game.
Now batting the third baseman, number 7, Jaden Flores.
That'll bring up Jaden Flores, tonight's third baseman for the Gulls. Flores batting .320 this season in 22 games. Batting from the right side, as that's in there for a strike. Parker King gets that ball and throws it, but evens the count 1-1. Flores from Dallas, Texas, goes to Texas Southern University. Swings through that one, and the count's 1-2. Our camera out there in center field is very shaky. As I mentioned in the intro, it's a windy one here today. The wind's blowing out to right field. Expect a few home runs in this one as Parker King drops that one in there, but it's a ball, 2-2. 9 extra base hits so far for Jaden Flores this season, as he swings at that one and pops it up to the left side, but out of play. Flores will step out and get a little reset here before the next pitch. Steps back in the batter's box. Parker King throws that one low, and the count's full. Full count here. Jaden Flores, 1 out in the top of the first. As he strikes him out for the second out of the inning. Parker King's first of the evening.
Now batting first baseman, number 9, Bryce Turner.
That'll bring up Bryce Turner, the number 3 hitter for the Gulls. as he watches that one just off the plate. Starts the count off 1-0. 2 outs here for Turner. Batting .274 as he swings through that one. And that evens the count. Turner out of Southwest Tennessee Community College. Watches that one low for a ball. From Patriot, Indiana. 7 extra base hits for Turner this season. As that's outside, 3-1. Parker King's going to have to battle back in this at-bat. Falls behind 3-1. Swings at that one right to the shortstop, Tyler Dorn, and he makes the final out of the inning here for the Bombers. No hits, no runs, no errors, and we'll head to the bottom of the first.
That top half of the first inning for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. No hits, no runs, there were no Bomber errors. Nobody left on.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
We're back at Oaks Field. Kyle Rempel out on the mound for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. He awaits his first test, who will be Ben Fisher, the Bombers' leadoff hitter. Rempel has 1 start under his belt. He's appeared in 6 games this season, has a 4.21 ERA, 13 strikeouts in 10 2/3 innings so far. Ben Fisher making his way up to home plate, and the Bombers will kick off their side of the first. As Rempel throws that in there for a strike to start Ben Fisher's first at-bat of the night off. Swings at that one to the right side, but foul. Fischel quickly down 0-2, had a good cut at that one, but the wind might have blown that one foul. Fischel batting .375 this year, 9 extra base hits, swings at that one, but foul. 16 walks for Fischel this year, too. Just a great eye at the plate. He awaits the 0-2 pitch. Swings at that one, but foul. So we'll do the 0-2 once again. Rempel comes set. And the pitch low for a ball, 1-2. Official steps out. Takes a couple practice swings and steps back in. Official awaits the 1-2 pitch from Rempel. As that one's low, and that'll even the count. Swings at that one to the right side, and that's going to drop for a single for Ben Fischel to start off the Brooks Bombers, bottom of the first.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2, Peyton Matthews.
That'll bring up Peyton Matthews, the center fielder for the Bombers. Fischel on first, and he's a threat to run. He's got 9 stolen bases this year. So Rempel's going to have to keep an eye on him out there. He's got a healthy lead. As that's high for a ball, 1-0. Matthews batting .337 this year. 10 extra base hits. Leads the team. As that one's outside for a ball, 2-0. Six doubles and 4 home runs for Peyton Matthews this year as he awaits the 2-0 pitch from Rempel, as that's low for a ball, 3-0. See if he gets the green light here. Swings at that one, but just misses it. He wanted to get a hold of that, but the count's 3-1. You don't see too many 3-0 swings here from any team in the WCBL, to be honest with you. 3-1 pitch. Popped up to left. Going, gone! And that's a 2-run shot for Peyton Matthews. Just like that, it's a 2-0 lead for the home team, Brooks Bombers. None out here still in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 26, Troy Morrow.
Troy Morrow, the DH, will step in now. He'll look to follow up that 2-run shot from Peyton Matthews, as that's in there for a strike. Matthews pads to that extra base hits lead. He just hit his 5th home run of the season. That's outside for a ball, 1-1. That one swung on to the right side, right to the second baseman, off to first for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
So Rempel gets back on track there after allowing the 2-run shot, gets the next man exactly what he wanted to do. That brings up the first baseman, Christian Altamirano, who's having a terrific season here, batting cleanup for the Bombers. Batting .288. Shows bunt, but pulls it back, and that's a ball. The next pitch swung on, but fouled straight back, and that'll even the count.
Conansey return all foul balls to Lindsay down at the bar for a Bombers buck and enter your name into a draw for a special prize at the end of the season.
Altamirano back in the box, awaiting the 1-1, but that's low for a ball, 2-1. That one swung on to the right side. Back and gone! Home run, the second of the inning for the Bombers. Christian Altamirano hits his second of the season, making it 3-0 for the Bombers. And that'll bring out the pitching coach to talk to Kai Rempel here and settle things down after he's just allowed 2 home runs in the bottom of the first. A lengthy conversation out there on the mound, but as the ump makes his way out there, they'll wrap things up. Maddox Shaver will step up now. A 3-0 ball game for the Brooks Bombers. Only one out here in the first. That's low for a ball, 1-0. I said at the start of the ball game there might be a few home runs in this one, but we've already hit 2, so we might see more than a few. As that one is fouled, 1-1. Rempel gets the sign from his catcher and the pitch. That one's fouled off, and it's 1-2. Rempel shakes off his catcher a few times, gets the pitch he wants, and comes set. That one's hit to center field, going back, gone! Maddox Shaver with a home run. The third home run of the inning for the Brooks Bombers makes it 4-0 here in the first.
Now batting third baseman, number 10, Seth Recker. Go, Seth!
Bombers go back-to-back there. Only one out in the first inning still. 4-0. Seth Recker stepping up now. He's looking to follow up Those back-to-back home runs off of Kai Rempel. First pitch in there for a ball, 1-0 to start things off to Recker.
Let's go, Seth. Take your time, kid, like you can.
Hit to the left side, foul, 1-1. Anything in the air tonight looking like it might go out. Bombers proven that early here with 3 home runs in the first. That's low for a ball, 2-1.
Good eye, Seth. Take your time, kid, like you can.
Inside for a ball, 3-1. Recker works himself a hitter's count here. Can they go back to back to back? That one's swung on and foul. Full count. 1 out here at Elks Field. Oh, I need a drink.
Take your time, Seth, like you can, kid. Let's go.
Full count pitch coming up. That one's hit in the gap to the wall as that one's bobbled by the center fielder, but Seth Recker will be held up at first.
Now batting left fielder number 4, C.J. Snowden.
Let's go, CJ.
C.J. Snowden, the left fielder, stepping up with a runner on first base. 1 out here in the first. Shows bunt, bunts it down the line to the third baseman, off to first for the out.
He was off the box, bud. Off the base.
Beat him by a hair out there at first, but he moves the runner over to second. Bombers playing small ball here with a 4-0 lead, trying to pad it on here early.
Now batting the catcher number 9, A.J. Hurtado.
AJ Hurtado stepping up. It's his final game for the Brooks Bombers this season. That one's hit straight to the pitcher, and he'll just toss it to first for the third out of the inning. Gulls escape that one, but not before the Bombers hit 3 home runs, score 4 runs on 5 hits. They leave 1 runner. We'll head to the top of the second here.
Bottom half of the first inning, the Bombers scored 4 runs on 5 hits. There were no Sylvan Lake errors. 1 man was left on base. Leading off the top of the second inning for Sylvan Lake will be the designated hitter, number 11, Brock Tiarina.
Tearing up now for the Gulls as that pitch is in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count.
Take your time, Parker. Take your time.
Low for a ball, 2-1. Swings at that one, evens the count 2-2. That one's foul to the left side. We'll do the 2-2 over again here.
TNA Autographs, ball.
Brock Tiarina batting .274. Watches that one just off the plate for a ball, and that'll bring it to a full count. 5 extra base hits. As that's in there for a strike. Parker King with his second of the ball game.
Right fielder, number 44, Michael Quick.
Michael Quick stepping up now for the Gulls. That one's high for a ball, 1-0. That one's low for a ball. Quick checked his swing there. Hits that one. It's popped up, hits the wall. The right fielder will chuck it in quickly, but Quick is in there with a 1-out double.
Now batting, the catcher, number 35, Junior Garcia.
Junior Garcia stepping up with a man on second and 1 out. Gulls down 4-0 here at Oaks Field to the Brooks Bombers. That was the Gulls' first hit of the ball game. King checks the runner, throws it and hits him. He'll head down to first, and he's on with a hit by pitch. So that'll bring up Rowan O'Connor. He's got 2 on
Number 16, Rowan
here.
O'Connor.
The one swing of the bat that could change things for the Gulls here in this ball game. Parker King, who had a tremendous first inning, gets himself in a jam here as he throws that one, and O'Connor swings right through it. King checks the runner, comes set, and the pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 out, 2 on. Rowan O'Connor up to bat here for the Gulls as he watches that one in for a strike, 1-2. King going right after O'Connor in this one. And the 1-2 pitch Hit to center field, a shallow single to center, but quickly thrown in by Peyton Matthews, and that'll hold the runner up at third, loading the bases for Aiden Macaris.
Now batting left fielder, number 24, Aiden Macaris. He is tonight's Cooley Coach Lines and Piston Broke beer batter.
Macaris batting .230 this year, has the bases loaded and one out. From Okotoks, Alberta, goes to Bellevue University. Swings at the first pitch. Parker King blew it right by him. An 0-1 count here to start things off to Macaris. King throws that one low for a ball, 1-1. King gets his sign, looks over at the runner at third, and the 1-1. Hit to the shortstop, picked off to second, 4 to the out, but the Gulls will score a run. A great play by Tyler Dorn at shortstop. Getting the second out of the inning. The Gulls do score a run, making it 4-1, and now they got runners on the corners for Kyle Lewis.
Now batting center fielder, number 42, Kyle Lewis.
And that one's in there for a strike, 0-1. Runner with a healthy lead at first. Not running, as that's outside for a ball, 1-1. That one's fouled straight back, and it's 1-2. Awaits the pitch. The runner's off to second. It goes behind the catcher, Hurtado. Throws it to home, but the runner comes in to score. O'Connor ran all the way from first to third on that one. We got a 4-2 ball game. Two outs here, a 2-2 count to Kyle Lewis. Runner on third. 4-2 ball game. That one's fouled back. And we'll do the 2-2 over again. Checks the runner at third and the 2-2. Low making it a full count here to Kyle Lewis, the number 9 hitter.
Take your time, Parker. Take your
Lewis batting .214 this year. Out of Lubbock, Texas. The 3-2. That one's popped up to the right side. Altamirano out there gets called off by the second baseman, Maddox Shaver, who catches it for the third out of the second inning. The Gulls scoring 2 on 3 hits. Leave a runner on third. And we got a 4-2 ball game as we head to the bottom of the second. Leading off the bottom of the second for the Brooks Bombers, the shortstop Tyler Dorn. As he watches that one in there for a ball to start things off in the bottom of the second. That one's popped up. The shortstop out there running after it, but called off by the center fielder, who makes the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Ben Fischel, the right fielder. He had a single to lead things off in this ball game back in the first inning. Feels like back in the first inning, but that was only an inning ago. It was a long one. Ben Fischel with his second at-bat of the ball game coming up here as he shows bunt but pulls it back. May have been a foul. Outside for a ball. 1-1. It's a 1-1 count. Fischel hits that to the left side, and he'll just watch it fly home run. Put a charge into that one and hit it over the big fence out there in left field here at Elks Field. The fourth home run for the Brooks Bombers in this one, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Peyton Matthews stepping up. He had a home run an inning ago, a 2-run shot. Now he's got to follow up the Ben Fischel home run as he hits that to the right side, right at the second baseman, but he bobbles it. O'Connor bobbles that one, allowing Peyton Matthews to reach. He'll reach on an error. Troy Morrow stepping up with one on and one out. That one's low for a ball, 1-0. In 19 games, batting .309. A great season so far for Morrow. The lefty awaits the pitch. Almost swings at that one, but holds it up. It's a 2-0 count. Grounded out his last time up. 7 extra base hits for Morrow this season. That one's hit to the second baseman O'Connor, to second for the out, but he'll just hold on to that instead of throwing it to first. So they'll only get the one, making it 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, bringing up Christian Altamirano, who had a home run an inning ago.
First baseman, number 3, Christian Altamirano.
Altamirano coming up with 1 on and 2 outs in this 5-2 ball game. Rempel checks the runner at first. Morrow with a nice lead out there. First pitch is swung on but foul. Steps out after fouling that pitch off and takes a couple practice swings, but steps back in there and he's ready for the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Not running at first as that's popped up to the second baseman who catches it for the third out of the inning, ending the inning for the Brooks Bombers. Bombers score 1 on that beneficial home run, making it 5-2 in this one. They left 1 on, and we'll head to the top of the third.
After 2 complete innings of play, it's the Brooks Bombers 5. The Thanks to our TV sponsor, the Brick and Brooks. Make sure to...
For more than 40 years, we've been there, helping Canadians find the extra space they need to grow and to create new memories. Sentinel Storage. Buy Canadian, store Canadian.
Visit FloCollege.com to learn more and sign up today. That's FloCollege.com. Shortstop, number 8, Yakamoto.
Yakamoto, the Gulls' leadoff hitter, leading off this inning as he watches that one outside for a ball. King working quickly, but that's hit up the middle, past the diving second baseman to the center fielder, and he's got a leadoff single here in the top of the third.
Now batting the third baseman, number
Jaden
7,
Flores stepping up now. He's got a runner on first. Yakamoto on first with 1 stolen base so far this year. That one's hit to left field. He puts a charge into that one, but it hits the fence. Peyton Matthews throws it in, gets it in quickly, holding the runner up at third. But Jaden Flores is in there with a stand-up double.
Now batting the first baseman, number 9, Bryce Turner.
Bryce Turner from Patriot, Indiana, stepping up now with 2 runners in scoring position in this 5-2 ball game. That one's in there for a ball, 1-0. None out here in the top of the third. Parker King checks the runner and the pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch up high for a ball, 2-1. That one's just off the plate for a ball, and Bryce Turner has himself a 3-1 count here with 2 runners in scoring position. I cannot stop coughing. The 3-1 low for a ball, and he walks him. Loading the bases for the DH, Brock Tiarina, the cleanup hitter.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 11, Brock Tiarina.
Tiarina, 9 RBI this season. He's in a great spot to add a couple more to that total. Swings of the first pitch to the first baseman, Altamirano, to second, off to first, safe at first, and a run comes in to score. Runners on the corners here for the right fielder, Michael Quick. He had a double last inning. 2 outs here. 2 runners on. Parker King looking to get out of this jam with minimal damage as that gets away from Hurtado, but that hit him. The ump is saying it hit Quick, and he'll take his base out there and send the runner back to third. So the bases are loaded again, and now the catcher, Junior Garcia, will step in. He was hit by a pitch last inning. Didn't get a chance to swing the bat. We'll see what he can do here with the bases loaded. Fouls off the first pitch. Garcia batting .218 this season. Swings at that one to the shortstop door, and he'll just toss it to second, off to first for the double play. A 6-4-3 to get the Bombers out of the jam. Parker King leaves that inning with minimal damage after the bases were loaded twice on 2 separate occasions in that inning. We got a 5-3 ball game as we head to the bottom of the third.
Top half of the third inning, Sylvan Gulls scored 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors. 2 men were left on base. Here to lead off the bottom of the third inning for the Brooks Bombers, the second baseman, number 20, Maddox Shaver.
We're back for the bottom of the third. Maddox Shaver's going to lead things off for the Brooks Bombers. Kai Rempel back out there for his third inning of work. It was a tough first inning for Rempel. But he came back in the second, only allowed that home run to Beneficial, a clean inning, and we'll see what he can do here in his third inning of work. Only a second start of the season as he throws that one low for a ball, 1-0. Shaver with a .324 batting average. Looking to get on base here for his Brooks Bombers to start off this bottom of the third. He had a home run last time up. Fouls that one off. Wind has died off a little bit here. Two and one count here to Maddox Shaver. That one's in there for a strike, evens the count, 2-2. That one's hit to the third baseman. A tough bounce for him at third. And Maddox Shaver will get on with a infield single. It was a tough play out there at third base, just a tough bounce. Hit right on the edge of that grass. No way he could come up with it and get it off to first in time for the speedy Maddox Shaver. So Seth Recker will have a runner on first here with none out. That's in there for a strike to start things off to Recker. Recker had a single back in the first inning. Good lead for Shaver there. Not running as that's outside for a ball, 1-1. Doesn't have a huge lead at first. Rempel keeping an eye on him as that one's popped up to the left fielder who makes the first out of the inning for the Sylvan Lake Gulls.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, C.J.
Maddox Shaver remains at first base for C.J. Snowden, who had a sac fly last time up. Sorry, just sacrifice. Just move the runner over from first. He's doing the exact same thing in this one, and so the third baseman picks it up off to first, but the speedy C.J. Snowden is in there with the second infield single of the inning. Runners on first and second for AJ Hurtado. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that this is Hurtado's final game with the Bombers this year, and he's looking to make some noise here. 1 out, 2 on in this 5-3 ball game. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1. Hurtado from Riverside, California, goes to Jaffe College. Pops that one to the right side. The right fielder makes the out and quickly tosses it in, holding up the runner at second. That'll bring up the shortstop and number 9 hitter, Tyler Dorn.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Tyler Dorn.
Dorn batting 283, not your prototypical number 9 hitter. All these Bombers really batting for a great average here. It's hard to set a starting lineup here. So that one is in there for a strike, 0-1. Two runners on for Dorn, who flew out his last time up. Rempel checks the runner at second as that's outside for a ball. Two outs, 2 on, a 1-1 count here to Tyler Dorn. Looks back, and the 1-1 pitch grounded to second. O'Connor to first for the out, and in the inning. The Bombers leave 2-1. 2 hits, but no runs scored in this one and no errors for the Gulls. And we'll head to the top of the 4th with the Bombers leading 5-3.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Bombers score no runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, 2 men left on base. Hey, did I mention?
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Let's check the scores around the league as we're back at Elks Field here. Swift Current is in Regina, and the Red Sox are leading 10-0 at the top of the 3rd in that one. Moose Jaw taking on Saskatoon in Saskatoon at Next Gen Patch at Carnes Field. It's a 5-2 ball game in that one. Weyburn Beavers are in Medicine Hat, and that one's in the bottom of the 3rd. It's 8-0 Mavericks. The Fort McMurray Giants are leading the Energy City Cactus Rats 2-0, and the Lethbridge Bulls are in Okotoks taking on the Dogs, as the Dogs are leading that one here 1-0. Rowan O'Connor will start things off for the Gulls here in the top of the 4th. Parker King out there for another inning of work. As he swings through that one, the count's 0-1 to start off the top of the 4th. Foul, and it's quickly 0-2. Swings at that one, and that's the 3rd strikeout of the evening for Parker King.
Now batting left fielder, number 24, Aiden McCarris. He is tonight's Goalie Coach Lines and Distant Broke Beer Batter.
Aiden McCarris will step in. Now he had a ground out back in the 2nd inning, driving in a run. 1 out, none on. Watches that one in there for a strike, 0-1. Just off the plate, evens the count, 1-1. McCarris batting .230 this season. As that one's in there for a strike, 1-2. King gets the sign from his catcher and goes into the windup. Quick pitches him, and he strikes him out for the second strikeout of the inning.
And that was the beer butter, so $1 off. This is right here to the end of this inning. Now batting center fielder number
2 outs now for Kyle Lewis, the number 9 hitter and center fielder for the Gulls. 4 strikeouts now for Parker King in this one, as that's low for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. King with 60 pitches so far in this ball game, looking to make a quick one so he can save the bullpen out there, as that's grounded to the right side. Altamirano bobbles it a little bit, but throws it to first in time for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors in that one. Parker King with 2 strikeouts, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Frick.
Around the Western Canada Baseball League, scores from around the WCBL are brought to you by FloCollege Insurance. With FloCollege, you get customized personal business solutions that fit your needs and lifestyle at the right price. They deliver insurance solutions tailored to meet the diverse needs of individuals and businesses, and offer a wide range of personal insurance products and over 200 business insurance offerings. Whether you're looking to protect yourself and your business, we have the right solutions for you, located at 128 2nd Street West in Brooks.
Is that 29 or 25?
Now pitching for the Sylvan Gulls, number 29, Mason Little. And this pitching change is brought to you by Fergie's Limited, your local trusted light duty and
We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Sylvan Lake Gulls, Mason Little, Southwest Tennessee Community College from Memphis, Tennessee. He's appeared in 6 games so far with a 5.74 ERA, 15.2 innings pitched so far this season, and 13 strikeouts, only 5 walks.
Here to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Bombers, right fielder number 20.
So that means Kai Rempel's day is done.
Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
The first pitch to official, a ball, 1-0. That one's fouled off. 1-1. Mason Little's first test in this one. A tough out and beneficial. .375 batting average this season. Has a home run in this one. As he hits that to the right side, O'Connor, first for the out.
Center fielder number 2, Peyton Matthews.
Peyton Matthews will step up. He had a 2-run shot back in the first. Reached on an error last time up. The lefty awaits the pitch. And Little drops it in there for a strike. That one's outside for a ball, 1-1. Little working quickly on the mound. As that one's hit and down into right field for a one-out single.
Come on, Troy. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 26, Troy Morrow.
Troy Morrow stepping in now. He's 0 for 2 in this one. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the second inning. He's got a runner on first. Peyton Matthews with great speed out there. 7 stolen bases this season as that's hit to the shortstop, off to second. To first, not in time. Only get the runner at second. So he'll reach on a fielder's choice for the second time in a row. So a runner on first for Christian Altamirano. Sounds like I'm saying this a lot, but he also had a home run. He had his back in the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat in there for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, a 5-3 ball game. Bombers lead the Gulls. Not running at first as that's low for a ball. Inside for a ball, 2-1. Altamirano steps out and fixes up his batting gloves and checks his bat. Steps back in the box and awaits the 2-1 pitch from Mason Little. Mason Little off to first, but Troy Morrow back in time. That one's in the dirt, 3-1. Works his way into a hitter's count with 1 on, 2 out in this 5-3 ball game. Little looks in and gets a sign from his catcher. The 3-1 in there for a strike, and we got a full count. Runner will be off on the pitch. 3-2 count, 2 out. Runner on first. That one's fouled, and we'll do the 3-2 over again. Altamirano with great bat-to-ball skills, staying alive out there, waiting for his pitch. That one's hit straight to the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning, and the Gulls get out of that one. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. And we'll head to the top of the 5th. Bombers lead 5-3 in this one.
Scores around the Western Canada Baseball League at Curry Field in Regina. The Red Sox lead the Swift Current 57s 10-0 in the 3rd inning. Over at Cairns Field in Saskatoon, the Saskatoon Berries hold a 7-2 lead over the Moose Jaw Miller Express. They're in the top of the fourth. At Athletic Park in Medicine Hat, the Mavericks are ahead of the Weyburn Beavers 8-1 in the fourth inning. And up in Fort McMurray, the Fort McMurray Giants lead the Energy City Cactus Rats 2-0. That's in the fourth inning. And also in the fourth inning over in Okotoks, the Dogs lead the Lethbridge Bulls 1-0.
Back at Elks Field, Parker King out there for another inning of work. His first test of the top of the fifth will be Tai Yakamoto stepping up for the third time in this one. Popped up to the right side. Will it stay fair? Yes, that one is a lead-off home run here in the top of the fifth. First pitch he sees of the inning. Crushes that out to right field. Just stayed fair.
Third baseman, number 7, Jaden Flores.
And that makes it a 5-4 ball game. Jaden Flores, the third baseman, stepping in now. He had a double back in the third. That one's hit to the shortstop, Dorn. To first, not in time. An infield single for Jaden Flores.
First baseman, number 9, Bryce Turner.
Bryce Turner stepping up with one runner on, none out. King was set on the mound there, but Flores was still heading out back to first after running a far way down, trying to beat out that infield single. We're all set now. King checks the runner, throws it in there for a strike, 0-1. Hurtado tries to frame that one, but can't fool the ump. It's a 1-1 count. In there for a strike, 1-2. King with 4 strikeouts in this one. That's Turner in a 1-2 count. Runners off to second, but that's fouled off. Flores with a tremendous jump. Would have easily gotten in there. Great speed out there, surprisingly only with 2 stolen bases so far. He would have gotten in there easily as that's up and in for a ball, 2-2. King comes set, checks the runner, not running as that's popped straight up. Very, very high, but the center fielder, Peyton Matthews, grabs it for the first out of the inning.
Now Now batting the designated
Brock Tiarina, the DH, stepping up now. A runner on first still. The runner's off as that's hit to the right side. Fair all the way to the wall. Official will get it in quick, holding up the runner at first and third. A great throw out there from Fischel. Keeps that hit that went all the way to the wall. A single. And no run comes in to score.
Now batting the right fielder, number 44, Michael Quick.
But there's runners on the corners for Michael Quick, the right fielder. He had a double back in the second. Awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. That one's hit past Altamirano into right. Fischel gets it in quickly again, but the runner gets to third. And we get a tie ball game here at Elks Field. And Junior Garcia will step in.
Now batting the catcher, number 35, Junior Garcia.
Runners on the corners again. Bombers leaving Parker King out there. That's low for a ball. Hurtado keeps it in front of him. A great play there by Hurtado. Garcia hit into a double play last time. Gotta imagine Parker King and the Bombers want him to do the exact same thing as he did the last time. Runner on first with a large lead. King checks that runner. Checks him a second time. Not running. Hit to the third baseman. Two second, two first for the double play. Gets the Bombers out of the inning. And Garcia hits into another double play. His second time in a row. But the Gulls tie the ball game, scoring 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors for the Bombers in that inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. The Bombers have some work to do.
We can direct your attention down the left field foul line as our game hosts have some contestants running today's food challenge.
Fans running the food challenge. We have hot dog, taco, and pizza. On 3, they're gonna run in between the 2 bombers, and the winner gets a free Boston Pizza kid meal. Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1, go!
Mason Little back on the mound here for his second inning of work for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Maddox Shaver will be his first test of the bottom of the 5th. Shaver 2 for 2 in this one. Hit a home run back in the first inning. Hit a single last time up. He's looking to get on here and get something started for his Brooks Bombers. First pitch low for a ball, 1-0. Shaver batting .323 now this season as that one's fouled off, 1-1. A clean inning of work. Last inning only allowing 1 hit. Looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, drops it in there. Hit by Shaver to the third baseman, off to first for the first out of the inning. Bringing up Seth Recker. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Had a single back in the first, flew out last time up. Little shakes off his catcher, gets the pitch that he wants, throws it in there, and Seth Recker swings right through that one, 0-1. That's low past the catcher, 1-1 count. Mason Little in a groove, waiting for Recker to get back in the box. And now he does, and the pitch. Swings at that one, and it's a 1-2 count.
Take your time, kid, like you can.
And the 1-2 pitch to Recker. Swing and a miss for the second out of the inning. That was Mason Little's first strikeout of the ball game, and he's come in and shut the door on these Brooks Bombers. As CJ Snowden steps in, hits that one straight up. A moonshot, but right to the center fielder for the third out of the inning. Mason Little with some tidy work. Sits 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the top of the 6th, 5-5.
After 5 complete innings of play, it is 5-all. It is more baseball to be seen on FloCollege, whether it's a walk-off home run or a game-saving strikeout. Today's baseball games and thousands more are streaming live on FloCollege. Don't miss a moment. Head to FloCollege.com to start streaming now. That's FLOCollege.com. And just a reminder to all those in attendance, we like to keep our ballpark looking clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans and garbage and dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark as you leave today. We thank you for your cooperation.
Parker King back out there for his 6th inning of work. He's allowed 5 hits in this one, 5 earned runs, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Having a fine outing in this one. And the Bombers manager elects to put him back out there for the 6th inning.
Start things off.
Rowan O'Connor, the second baseman for the Gulls, steps in. He had a strikeout last time up. That one is hit to left field for a single. Ron O'Connor starts us off here in the top of the sixth with a leadoff single, bringing up Aiden Macaris, who struck out last time up.
He is tonight's Cooley Coach Lines and Piston beer batter.
King checks the runner, a large lead at first. That one's dropped in to the third baseman, off to second, back to first for the double play. A 5-4-3 to cross out that leadoff single by Rowan O'Connor, and that'll bring up Kyle Lewis with 2 out.
Batting center fielder number 42, Kyle Lewis.
3 double plays for this one for the Brooks Bombers. Some amazing defense. Only 1 error so far. As the first pitch to Kyle Lewis is outside for a ball, 1-0. Popped up to center field, but he's got it for the third out of the inning. The Gulls start things off with a leadoff single, but the Bombers turn 2 and then a fly out by Kyle Lewis. And the Bombers escape that one with no runs allowed, 1 hit, no runners left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-5.
The current jackpot is $775 and growing. The winning number will be drawn after the 7th inning. And once again, we'd like to thank our game day sponsor, the Brick and Brooks. Make sure to visit Jessica and Joey down at the Brick Tent for a raffle for one of the great prizes that they'll be giving away today. Or purchase one of their teddy bears to be entered in for the grand prize today of a patio egg chair. And all proceeds from the teddy bears go to support the Children's Miracle Network.
Tough one for Kyle Lewis in this one. He ended the inning in every at-bat so far. That's crazy. A.J. Hurtado about to start things off for the Bombers in the bottom of the 6th. And Mason Little is back out for his 3rd inning of work. He has shut down the Bombers so far, only allowing 1 hit in his 2 innings of work. 1 strikeout. And he'll look to continue on that great start here so far. Hurtado watches that in there for a strike. Hurtado 0 for 2 so far. Grounded out in the 1st. Flew out in the 3rd. Swings through that one, and it's an 0-2 count. The 0-2 down for a ball. Mason Little trying to mix things up, trying to get Hurtado to swing at that one after swinging straight through that last pitch. He wanted to get a hold of that last pitch, but swung through it. We got a 1-2 count here. Checks his swing and holds up. Evens the count, 2-2. Hurtado with a .245 batting average this season. That one's low, and he's worked it back to a full count. Could be his second last at bat here for the Bombers, playing in his final game this season. He'll head back home for a bit before his college season kicks off as he swings and misses, and Mason Little has a second strikeout of the ball game.
Now batting the shortstop, number 1, Tyler Dorn.
Tyler Dorn will step in now. He had a fly out in the second and a ground out in the third. Comes up with 1 out and none on. Mason Little waiting for him out there on the mound, working quickly as he shows bunt, tries to drag it, but it's foul. Dorn in 46 at-bats this season, batting .282, 1 home run, 6 RBI. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
Take your time, Tyler. Take your time, buddy. Like you can.
That's just outside for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch from Little. Down, and it's 2-2.
Take your time, Tyler. Like you can.
Dorn battling back after falling behind 0-2 early in this at-bat. Swings at that one, but foul, and we'll do the 2-2 again. That one's outside. He tried to drop that one in there, but the curveball got a little bit away from him. The 3-2 pitch to Tyler Dorn. Swings at that one, popped straight up, and the center fielder will come in and grab it for the second out of the inning. Ben Fischel from Columbia University stepping up for the 4th time tonight. Had a home run back in the second. He's 2 for 3. Now with Fischel coming up, obviously the Bombers, one of the Bombers' best hitters. They'll go over a game plan on the mound. Try to figure out how to get him out here. Mason Little looking to get through 3 innings. He's only allowed 1 hit so far. Doing exactly what his coaching staff wanted him to do, come in and shut the door. He's done just that. Fischel steps into the batter's box, awaits the first pitch, pops it up to the center fielder again, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors for the Gulls in that inning, and we'll head to the top of the 7th with a tie ball game 5-5 here at Elks Field.
After 6 completes of a late 5, the 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Allied Distributors. Allied has been a locally owned and operated company committed to providing excellent, knowledgeable customer service since 1964. They offer a wide range of products which include auto parts, RV parts, industrial supplies, car and truck accessories, janitorial supplies, and much, much more. Check them out at 315 First Avenue East in Brooks.
Wait, what's the problem? The seventh inning stretch is always in between. No, we're in the top of the seventh.
Now pitching for the Brooks Bombers, number
We got a new pitcher for the Brooks Bombers, taking over for Parker King, who got through 6 innings in this one. Sora Nishijima from Japan comes in for the Bombers. He has a 1.68 ERA this season in 5.1 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. He's having a terrific year for the Bombers. A reliable arm for them out in that pen, and his job is exactly what Mason Little's has been for the Gulls. Come in and shut the door. Keep this a tie ball game
now batting the shortstop.
and see what his Bombers hitters can do. Yakamoto watches that in there for a ball, 1-0. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Yakamoto is leading off an inning for the 4th time tonight. You don't see that too often. Swings right through that one. It's a 1-2 count. Nishijima comes set, and the 1-2 hit to the right side, grabbed up there by Maddox Shaver, off to first for the out. Jaden Flores will step in now, the Gulls' third baseman.
Third baseman, number 7, Jaden Flores.
Flores, one of the top hitters for the Gulls, batting .320, has 9 extra base hits. Coming out of Dallas, Texas, goes to Texas Southern University as he watches that one outside for a ball, 1-0. His first season with the Gulls this year. Nishijima comes set. That's outside for a ball, 2-0. Flores 2 for 3 in this one. A single, a double. Had a strikeout back in the first. Swings at that one, and that's off to the right side and gone for a home run. He's now a triple away from the cycle and gives the Gulls a 6-5 lead.
Now batting first baseman, number 9, Bryce Turner.
The first baseman, Bryce Turner, will step in now and look to follow up that home run by Jaden Flores.
Take your time, Sora. Let's go.
Flores hitting his 6th of the season there, giving his Sylvan Lake Gulls a 6-5 lead late in the ball game. First pitch to Turner, low for a ball, 1-0. Drops it in there, but just low for a ball, 2-0. Popped up to the right side, out of play, foul, 2-1.
Get that TNA autoglass foul ball, take it into Lindsay at the bar. Get yourself a bottle buck to enter into draw at the end of the season.
7 home runs so far in this ball game. As Nishijima with the 2-1 pitch blows it right by Turner for the strike, evening the count, 2-2. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The 2-2 pitch hit to the third baseman, off to first for the out. So 2 outs for Brock Tiarina, the DH tonight. He is 1 for 3. A single last time up. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the third and a strikeout in the second. Just outside for a ball, 1-0 to start things off to Tiarina. The lefty awaits the 1-0. That's inside for a ball, 2-0.
Take your time, Sora. Let's go, kid. Like you can.
Inside for a ball, 3-0. Can't imagine he has the green light on this 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. Walked him on 4 pitches with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Putting one on for Michael Quick, the right fielder for the Gulls. Had an RBI single last time up. Had a double back in the second, and he was hit by a pitch in a third. So he's 2 for 2, reaching base 3 times. In there for a strike to start off Michael Quick. Exactly what Nishijima wanted to do after a 4-pitch walk to Tiarina. And that's in there for a strike, 0-2.
You can, Sorrel.
Looks in and gets a sign from his catcher. Looks over at first. Comes set. And the 0-2 pitch inside for a ball. Drops it in there, just off the plate. Evens the count, 2-2. It was a great slider from Nishijima there. Might have fooled the ump a little bit. Great movement on that pitch, but it was called a ball, so we'll do the 2-2 here to Michael Quick. Popped up. The first baseman calls off the second baseman. He makes the catch for the third out of the inning. But the Gulls score one, taking the lead 6-5. We'll head to the bottom of the seventh. The Bombers have a little work to do.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Allied Distributors' seventh inning stretch. What number is that, Luke? 20. Thank you.
We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. Dylan Mittenar from Vancouver, British Columbia, goes to the University of British Columbia. Has an 0-2 record this season with a 7.57 ERA and 6 games played. 4 starts, 19 innings, 16 strikeouts. That ends the day for Mason Little, who had a great outing. 3 innings pitched, only allowing 1 hit, had 2 strikeouts. So Mittenar will have a tough act to follow here. The lefty will face Peyton Matthews, also a lefty. Here is for his first test, as that one's fouled off 0-1. Matthews 2 for 3 in this ball game. That one's hit straight to the pitcher. He drops it, but comes back up with it. Off to first for the first out of the inning. A great play by the pitcher coming into this ball game, recovering that one. So that'll bring up the DH, Troy Morrow. He's reached on a fielder's choice twice, but he's 0 for 3. Looking to get on for the first time. It'll be tough here facing a lefty, as that's outside for a ball. Morrow, 7 extra base hits this season. Swings at that one, tried to check his swing, but ump says he went. So it's a 1-1 count. The lefty comes set, drops it in there just off the plate for a ball, 2-1. Really good movement on that pitch by Mittenar. Gets the sign from his catcher, and the 2-1 hit to the left side, through for a base hit. Troy Morrow with his first hit of the evening comes at a great time as Christian Altamirano comes up.
First baseman, number 3, Christian Altamirano.
Had a home run back in the first, but he flied out and lined out his next 2 times up. Has Morrow at first now, facing the lefty on the mound. Never easy for a lefty hitter to face a lefty pitcher. They're never favored in these matchups, as that's low for a ball, 1-0. Morrow was able to overcome the odds facing the lefty. Getting on base there, as that's low for a ball, 2-0. 2-0 count, 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. 6-5 Sylvan Lake. 1 on for the Bombers here. 10 hits for the Bombers in this one, as that's hit to the second baseman, to short, off to first for the double play, getting the Gulls out of the inning and sending us to the top of the 8th.
Bottom of the 7th inning. No runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, nobody left on base.
Hey, Ball fans, we're doing the slingshot challenge. We have Carter here. He's going to try to catch 3 soft and 3 bombers. It's up. And he caught 1. That's 1. It's up. And that's the second one.
New pitcher on the mound for the Bombers. Zion Palea comes in for Sora Nishijima, who pitched just 1 inning of work. He allowed 1 hit and 1 earned run. Palea looking to come in and shut the door. Hoping to not allow the Gulls to score any more runs here, as we're getting close to the end of the ball game.
Now pitching for the Brooks Bombers.
Top of the 8th, about to get underway.
This pitching change is brought to you by Fergie's Limited, your local trusted
Palea's
duty and agricultural
first test will be Junior Garcia, the Gulls catcher.
We're making a draw for $467. Tonight's winning ticket number C2911. C2911. If you have that 50-50 ticket, bring it up to the media booth. You won $467 in today's 50-50 draw.
First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1.
Catcher number 35, Junior Garcia.
Garcia is hit into 2 double plays in this ball game. He was hit by a pitch back in the second. Drops that one in there, but it's high for a ball. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-2 count. Zion Palea with some swing and miss action there. Swings at that one and blows it right by him for the strikeout. Comes in and gets the first batter swinging exactly what he wanted to do. Rowan O'Connor will step up now with 1 out here in the top of the 8th. It's outside for a ball. That's fouled back. And the pitch outside for a ball, 2-1. Zion Pelea from Hawaii has a 4.09 ERA. That's low for a ball. And it's a 3-1 count here to Rowan O'Connor. That's low for a ball, and he walked him. So he puts a runner on first for Aiden Macaris, the left fielder. Pardon, we have a pinch hitter here. Aiden Macaris is out of the ball game. Matty Fung pinch hitting here now. He has a runner on first, 1 out. As that's in there for a ball, 1-0. Matty Fung goes to the University of San Francisco, batting .224 this year as Pelea tosses it over to first. That's in there for a strike, 1-1. Tosses it over the first again. It was close out there this time, closer than the last time, but he's got a large lead. He's thinking about running here. Toss it over and gets him. Oh! Safe on the pickoff attempt. I got ahead of myself there. I thought Pelea threw a perfect throw to the first baseman, Altamirano, who threw down a tag. Looked like it was just in time, but the ump says different. He's got a large lead out there. He's off to second, but holds up. And that's fouled off. One out, a 1-2 count to Matty Fung, his first at bat of the ball game. Pinch hitting for Aiden Macaris, the left fielder. A pickoff attempt again to the first baseman. But O'Connor gets back in time. O'Connor only 2 stolen bases this season. He's got a large lead out there as that's up for a ball, evens the count at 2. Let's leave it on this camera angle so you can see how large of a lead he has, as that's another pickoff attempt. Another perfect throw, but not in time. O'Connor gets back just in time. Not running as that's inside. He hit him.
42.
So he comes in, gets the strikeout, but then walks the next hitter and then hits the next hitter with a pitch, and that'll bring up Kyle Lewis, who is 0 for 3 tonight, the Gulls center fielder. He has ended the inning 3 times in this ball game. Bombers hoping he does that again here, as that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Take your time, Zon.
Kyle Lewis, number 42 for the Gulls.
4 times in a row.
Bombers hoping he can hit into a double play here and get them out of this jam. Just inside for a ball, 2-0. Pelea checks the runner at second. And the pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. Up high for a ball, 3-1.
Take your time, Zion. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Pelea with 16 walks this season in 11 innings pitched. A 3-1 count here to Kyle Lewis. And that's low for a ball and gets by the catcher, but not advancing any further than the base they will be awarded. And the bases will be loaded here. Hurtado looking to calm down his pitcher.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8,
Walks them back to the mound and goes over their game plan here with 1 out and the bases loaded. Top of the order here for the Gulls, Ty Yakamoto, the shortstop. 2 for 4 tonight. Has a home run. Hit that back in the 5th. A single back in the 3rd. That's in there for a strike. Starts off the at-bat 0-1. That's low for a ball. Hurtado, it gets away from him, but he is able to grab it and keep it in front of him. Keep the runners from advancing. Pelea with the pitch. Low for a ball, 2-1.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go, Bombers.
2-1 count, bases loaded, 1 out. 6-5 ball game for the Gulls as that's foul back, 2-2. Pelea looks in, gets the sign from his catcher, and comes set. Not worrying about the runners, just going after this batter as he throws it in there. Popped up, shallow to the left side. The left fielder running in. Snowden with the catch, and he tosses it in quickly, holding up the runner at third.
Number 7. You don't want him to get a home run again.
Third baseman, number 7, Jaden Flores.
So the man of the hour for the Gulls steps up. He's 3 for 4, has a home run, a double, and a single. He's a triple away from the cycle. It's hard to hit a triple here at Elks Field. a smaller ballpark. But he's got some speed, so we'll see what he can do here as he fouls that one off. Swinging a hot bat right now as he awaits the 0-1. Up high for a ball, 1-1.
Come on, Zion, take your time, kid, like you can.
Flores batting .320 this season, 5 home runs. Has the bases loaded as he swings and misses at that one. And Zion Pelea is a pitch away from getting out of this jam. Worked himself to a tough spot here, but he's got Jaden Flores here on a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he gets away. Gets away from the threat. No run score. The Gulls leave the bases loaded. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Bombers down 6-5.
No hits, no errors, 3 men left on base.
And I'm down here at the brick table in front of the bar, and we have the winner of the egg chair. So thank you to our sponsor, the Brick and Brooks. They also donated the speaker that we won for the Slingshot Challenge. But the winner of the chair is Miss Scarlett Burnett. Where's Scarlett? Thank you once again to the Brick and Brooks.
31.
38's not a pitcher. Yeah, it should be 36. Or is that a new player? Yeah, it's got to be McClaskey. That looks like an 8, though. I'll give it to you guys. I don't have a 30. Oh, okay. Man, they have a lot of Gonzaga guys on this team. Holy. Gonzaga guys, Div 1. Pitching for the Gulls now, Simon Baker out of Gonzaga University. He's from Cochrane. He's appeared in 3 games so far. 4 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, no walks, a 0.00 ERA. This is their shutdown guy. They bring him in here to face Maddox Shaver, the number 5 hitter, as the first pitch is in there for a ball. And there for a strike, 1-1. Baker out of the Div 1 program, Gonzaga University. As he throws that one in there for a strike, 1-2. A two-way player batting .271, has 4 home runs. Also a pitcher as he hits him. Hits Maddox Shaver here to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And the Bombers get a man on to start off this inning.
Third baseman, number 10, Seth Recker.
So it's not what Baker wanted to do with 2 strikes. Obviously a mistake. But Maddox Shaver will reach anyways. And he'll be on for Seth Recker, the Bombers' 3rd baseman. 1 for 3 tonight. As he shows bunt and pulls it back. Trying to advance that runner, obviously. Playing some small ball here, down 6-5. Makes sense late in the ball game. Shows bunt again. It's a good bunt, gets it down. And he'll just toss it to first for the L, but he advances the runner, does exactly what he wants to do. Maddox Shaver out there in scoring position for CJ Snowden, the left fielder. Had a sacrifice bunt back in the first, a single in the third, and he flew out in the 5th. A runner on second, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That one is popped up and foul. Counts 0-1. Bombers facing a tremendous pitcher out there in Simon Baker. Baker checks the runner at second. Not running, obviously, as that's low for a ball. Big spot for CJ Snowden here. Swing and a miss. He wanted to get a piece of that one, but just missed. It's a 1-2 count. He really wanted to tie the ball game, even take the lead with that swing. The 1-2 pitch to CJ Snowden. Foul back again.
Take that DNA out of last ball into the bar.
A single should score the runner at second here as that's high for a ball, 2-2. Baker gets the sign from his catcher, checks the runner at second. And the pitch, fouled. CJ Snowden trying to stay alive out there and wait for his pitch, something he can put in play and at least move the runner over to third. But he's trying to get a base hit here and tie the ball game for the Brooks Bombers. The 2-2. Ooh. Time called. A late time call, but well, 2-2 again. Hitting through, and that'll score a run. CJ Snowden has just tied the ball game for the Brooks Bombers, and he's fired up out there at first. Six to 6 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th. The Bombers play small ball and do exactly what they wanted to do. And CJ Snowden's off to second as that's fouled back. Snowden had a great jump there.
You can, kid.
One out, one on. AJ Hurtado up. Could be his last at bat for the Brooks Bombers. That's in there for a strike, and he's down 0-2.
Take your time, AJ. Take your time, kid. Let's go. Like you can.
Hurtado leaving the team after this game, going back home to prepare for his college season. Snowden's off again as that's wide and to the backstop, so CJ Snowden will be in there easily. No, it'd be a wild pitch. You'd love to give him the stolen base, but that'll be scored a wild pitch. No stolen base awarded to CJ Snowden, even though he had a great jump out there and would have easily got in there, and AJ Hurtado swings through that one for the second out of the inning. So CJ Snowden sits out there at second base for Tyler Dorn, the shortstop. He's 0 for 3. 2 flyouts and a ground out. That'll end Simon Baker's day. It wouldn't be 35. That's Junior Garcia. How do you say that again? Veselinovic? Veselinovic. Nick Veselinovic steps in on the mound for the Gulls at a Winthrop University from LaSalle, Ontario. A 4.95 ERA so far this season in 20 innings pitched. He started 2 games. He has 1 save under his belt. 28 strikeouts in 20 innings pitched, only 5 walks.
Winner of tonight's 50-50 draw was Alan Mosley from South Carolina. Tonight's attendance is brought to you by LMSPC Certified Public Accountants. Accounting, tax, and financial information is a vital part of any successful business.
He's just warming up out here.
Chartered professional accountants are continually pursuing professional development in all areas.
We'll be facing Tyler Dorn, who I mentioned earlier is 0 for 3 tonight. He's got a runner on second base.
We thank you for supporting the Brooks Bombers and Western Canada Baseball. Once again, the bat will be the shortstop, number 1, Tyler Dorn.
Dorn made a terrific play at short earlier in the ball game, a diving stop to get the out. Having a great defensive day. Looking to turn that over to the batting side of things. And he'll be Veselinovic's first test here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. That one's popped foul for the first pitch of the at-bat. Dorn awaits the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Take your time, Tyler. Take your time. Hit the vehicle that just pulled in.
The big lefty Veselinovic is one pitch away from getting out of this jam. Stays alive as he fouls that off to the right side. Shakes off his catcher a couple times, gets the pitch he wants. In there for a strike, and that'll end the inning. Bombers tie the game here in the bottom of the 8th, scoring one-on-one hit, leaving one on. We'll head to the top of the 9th.
Bottom of the 8th inning, the Bombers scored 1 run and 1 hit. There were no errors, 1 man left on base. After 8 complete innings of play, the score is 6-all. The Bombers' next games will be on the road as they travel to Sylvan Lake to take on the Gulls Thursday and Friday, July 10th and 11th. The next home games will be Saturday, July the 12th and Sunday, July the 13th as we welcome the Energy City Cactus Rats to town. Now, these games were to be played at the Cactus Rats facility, but it isn't quite ready yet, so we get some bonus baseball here at Elks Field. You get your tickets at tickets.brooksbombers.com. July the 12th and 13th here in Elks Field. And just a reminder to those in attendance, we like to keep the ballpark looking clean and tidy. We kindly ask all fans to grab their empty cans and garbage, dispose of them in the proper receptacles spread around the ballpark as you leave tonight. We thank you for your cooperation.
Back at Elks Field, Zion Palea's day is done. He finishes with 1 inning pitched, 0 hits allowed, but 2 walks, but also 2 strikeouts. No earned runs, a tidy job by Palea, and Heath Hechkowski will step in from Red Deer as a 0.79 ERA, probably the most reliable arm for the Bombers out of their bullpen. "14 strikeouts, 3 walks." Having a terrific first season with the Bombers and first season in the WCBL. The big 6'5" righty awaits his first test. Which will be Bryce Turner.
Lead off the top of the 9th inning for the Gulls. The first baseman, number 9, Bryce Turner.
He's 0 for 3 tonight with a walk.
Let's go, Heath. Take your time, kid, like you can.
The first pitch to Turner swung on and missed. 0-1. Hechkowski comes in and gets a swing and a miss here from Bryce Turner. Drops it in there, and another swing and a miss by Turner. It's 0-2. A ground out his last time up. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on 3 pitches.
Number 11.
Brock Tiarina, the DH, will step in now.
Designated hitter, number 11, Brock Tiarina. That'll be the 6th.
First pitch in there for a strike. Hechkowski starts off his outing with 4 straight strikes. He only has 3 walks this season. It just goes to show how consistent he is with that strike zone. And as I say that, that's outside for a ball, 1-1.
And that last strikeout was the McDonald's strikeout. So you have 24 hours to claim your free McDouble from Brooks McDonald's. Please remember to bring your game ticket or bill it pass when you claim it.
Just low for a ball, 2-1.
Take your time, Heath, like you can, kid.
Tiarina has reached base twice in this ball game. A walk last time up, as that's up high for a ball. A single in the 5th. Technically has reached base 3 times in this ball game. Had a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. Outside for a ball, and he walks him. It's a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Michael Quick.
Right fielder, number 44, Michael Quick.
Tiarina reaches base for the 3rd time tonight, 3rd time in a row. Michael Quick stepping up. 2 for 3 tonight. Quick was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Reached base 3 times in this one. There's a pinch runner at first now. They're just getting that sorted out. Who is that, sorry, at first? That one's hit right up the middle to the center fielder. And the pinch runner, Hampton, is running to 3rd. And he gets in there safe as Recker couldn't come up with the ball there on a great throw from Peyton Matthews.
Number 35.
So that pinch runner does his job. Bryce Hampton came into this ball game and immediately makes an impact, rushing his way to 3rd and getting in there just in time, showing off his great speed, exactly why they put him in as a pinch runner. Now there's runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. There's a base open, so they could pitch around this next guy and hopefully set up the double play and the force at home. A pinch hitter coming in now for the Gulls. They're making some moves here. Brooks Bachman stepping up here for the first time tonight as a pinch hitter. Batting .300. 4 extra base hits, 9 RBI, and a spot to add a couple more to that total. Heath Hiskowski with the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Hiskowski works himself here into a tough spot, looking to get out of it with minimal damage here late in the ball game in the top of the 9th. So that's low for a ball, evens the count, 1-1. Hečkowski comes set. The 1-1 pitch outside. Infield in here for the Bombers as that's in there for a strike, 2-2. Infield in. If something's hit on the ground, they will be checking the runner at third. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Got him for the second out of the inning. A huge strikeout for Heath Hečkowski.
Second baseman, number 16, Rowan O'Connor.
Rowan O'Connor stepping up now. One or 2 for 3 tonight, O'Connor is. As that's up high for a ball, 1-0.
Take your time, kid, like you can. Let's go.
2 for 3 with a walk. Had a walk his last time up. Starts off this at bat with a ball, 1-0. Comes set and the pitch. Hit up the middle just over Hečkowski's head, and 2 runs will score. A huge throw from the center fielder. It gets away from the catcher, Hurtado, and he'll get in there at second. So it's a 2 RBI single, advances to second. And the Gulls lead 8-6.
Number 4.
Matty Fung will step up for the second time. He came in as a pinch hitter. Last inning, he was hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss.
Take your time, Hečkowski. Let's go, kid. If you can.
The 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Matty Fung with no official at-bat in this one. He was hit by a pitch. And when he came in as a pinch hitter. Runner on second, 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. But the Gulls score 2 and take the lead. And the Bombers have one last chance here with the bottom of the 9th coming up.
Hey baseball fans, make sure to stay up to date with your favorite teams across the league by subscribing to the WCBL YouTube channel right now. We have tons of free coverage for you over there, including daily highlights, full archived game broadcasts, daily game day previews, plus 2 weekly shows including the WCBL Report with myself and Joe McFarland every Wednesday, and also the WCBL Game of the Week pregame show leading right up to game time every Thursday night. It's all in one spot, the WCBL YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
You just saw the WCBL's YouTube ad show up there. You'll be able to watch the highlights from this one on their YouTube channel. They do a great job covering the league. Go and check it out and subscribe. Who's pitching, sorry? Vasilanovic back out for the bottom of the ninth, looking to close things out for the Gulls. It's a save situation. Beneficial up for first for the Brooks Bombers. Their leadoff hitter. And he's leading off the bottom of the ninth. Has a home run in this ball game. He's 2 for 4 as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. Hit his second home run of the season back in the second inning. The lefty on the mound. That's inside, but called a strike, 0-2. Fisher with a great eye. He's a leadoff hitter for his college team, Columbia University, a Div 1 program. Just shows how consistent he is as a leadoff hitter, being able to be the leadoff hitter for that program. But he's down 0-2 here in the bottom of the ninth. Hit to the shortstop, off to first, picked in the dirt for the out.
Center fielder number 2, Peyton Matthews.
You got 16 catching? Yeah. Peyton Matthews steps in now with 1 out in the bottom of the ninth.
Let's go, Payne. Take your time, kid. Let's go.
Fouled off the first pitch. Ump will walk. Sorry. No, it looks.
Take your time, Payne. Let's go, kid. Like again.
0-1 here to Peyton Matthews. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Matthews 2 for 4 tonight. A 2-run shot back in the first. Outside for a ball, 1-2. Vasilanovic mixing things up. Matthews just looking to get on here. 1-2 count. Popped up to the left side in foul territory, caught for the second out. And the Bombers are down to their last out. Troy Morrow, the DH, steps in now. He's 1 for 4 tonight. He's been on base 3 times, but 2 times a fielder's choice. Looking to get on any way he can here. A tough matchup for him, lefty on lefty. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Swings at the first pitch. It's popped up. A tough play for the shortstop. He's running out. He's got it for the final out of the ball game.
That's the ball game, folks.
And that does it.
Score
8-6 for the Sylvan Lake Gulls. They come out with this one. It was a great night of baseball here, but the Bombers couldn't come up with it. A good game throughout, but the Gulls prevail at the end of it. Thanks for tuning in here on the Flow Sports Network. We'll be back again tomorrow for Brooks Bombers baseball. Good night.
Bombers would like to thank all those in attendance for supporting the Brooks